Okay, so you are welcome to the class of Creativity and Design here at Covenant University. For those of you who are in space, we're here at Covenant University in Nigeria, in Ota. And in our class of Creativity and Design today, we're going to focus on what we call mirror learning. The idea of mirror learning is that we use mirrors every day. We interact with mirrors every day. Some of you are holding a laptop, there's a mirror in front of the monitor. Some of you are actually wearing the mirror, the eyeglasses that you have. Some of you have a window in your hostel, in your house, you have a windscreen on your car. Mirrors, 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 mirrors everywhere. And if you're going to be working with artificial intelligence, if you're going to be creating computers, if you are a computer scientist, if you are going to be an engineer working with robotics and so on, you will still be working with mirrors. Now, in the spiritual dimension of mirrors, we remember that the Bible also told us that we were made in the image of what? Of the Creator. And what does the mirror do? It allows you to see image that is not manipulated. That is creative spirituality. We'll get to that later on. But I want you to have that consciousness. So today in our class, the reason why we'll be looking at mirror learning is we also want to see how you can work in a group. Remember in our alpha semester, we talk about working in teams with the agile team. And when you're working as a team, you need to be able to have the confidence in yourself. You need to be able to communicate effectively. You need to be able to start the task and end the task and create and get the job done. So I will be looking at that because that's going to allow me to understand you as my student and to also know what to do to help you become a better entrepreneur and a better designer. So the mirrors, you can see there in front of the class. But also, before we get to the mirror, I want to just touch on this coconut idea. I brought them because I was at the village and I was able to get coconut. Now, coconut, you can, if you're going into food entrepreneur, honey, coconut, and fruits and stuff like that, a lot of them resides in the village. So if you want to be a food entrepreneur, I think you should try and explore some of the villages, mostly in Africa or somewhere else. It's still the same thing, even in the continent of America. You need to go to the source. It's cheaper there, it's healthier there, it's better there. And sometimes your knowledge, your school intelligence can help you to do what? To create wealth out of these things that resides in our villages. So please never you be discouraged. From the coconut, we can have coconut candy. Remember, we can have coconut rice. We can also have coconut oil. Remember, we can also, there's a lot of products you can get from the coconut. So I brought that to just get us started with that. So I'm going to put that aside. I will get to our practical. Now, before we get to the practical, I also want to talk about an issue that I think we as Covenant University, we have the opportunity to talk about. And that issue is immortality. Please come in. Go and see that please. That issue is immortality. I think we'll be the first university in the world to talk about digital immortality. I want you to pay attention to this class. If you have a digital device, a phone or a computer, you can film this class. And whatever you film today or you record today, you can share with anybody or any intelligence in the world. I'm sure that intelligence shall respect this creation. So as we create now, we're going to move through space, the YouTube, the Facebook, to create this reality. Now, I'm just scrolling through some of my work that I've done on YouTube, or you see the reason why I have that. Let's just go through this. Come in. Now, also, this will allow us to talk about, it will allow us to talk about Come. Okay, so you can see this is the YouTube. YouTube, listen very well. I'm encouraging you to record the class. Okay? So, digital immortality is a reality. To some people, they don't believe it, they deny it, but denial is not, reality. But the truth is that we as a class of creativity and design, we're closer to the creator in mind, in existence, and in skills. And we should talk about digital immortality. Now you can see that this is the YouTube AI that is called artificial intelligence. Now, I personally have problem with the word artificial intelligence. I think it should have been called, or should be called, digital intelligence, because all of these, our images, our photographs, our content reside in the digital space, not in the artificial space. And if you understand deep English of creation, artificial is fake. Okay? So it should have been called digital intelligence. But let's just go with what's happening in the world today. Everybody is accepting it as AI, artificial intelligence. So how can you use artificial intelligence to create digital immortality? And you can see here we have YouTube. Now in this YouTube here, you can see that because it's my YouTube, what's related to me as content is what YouTube is generating. And you can see it says explore and brainstorm video ideas. The YouTube AI, just like ChatGPT or whatever you call it, is asking me to talk about things that is related to me. So you can see the future of Nigerian entrepreneurship. That is what I'm doing with the British government right now. But you can see here, it has a box for you to actually input an idea. Even if you want to start a business, here you can go in and type about that business and do research about that business and learn about that business. Those are the advantages of using the YouTube platform. And you can see now that it says create ideas. That is why I say we're closer to the creator. Now, if you look at this one now, we're going to create now, and you can see that in this case now, I've asked the YouTube intelligence, which is artificial intelligence, a question: can our videos and our images of our passion and skill help us to create digital immortality for us humans if the videos are many enough to include our yearly activities? And it responded with this creation. It said our video time capsules, capturing skills, that's digital legacy, you can create that. It also says capturing skills, a digital life archive. You can archive your digital life. It says video and immortality. And my friend, we can't deny the fact video and immortality goes along. Remember the Queen of England that passed on? She has a lot of pictures on Facebook, social media. Why? Why is she putting all those things there? Why is her children there? There's a reason why they are there. Okay? Even the Pope is on social media. The Pope just passed on. They're even on YouTube. They are doing the burial. They are showing the video and so on. There's a reason why they are doing that. It's also because they believe in that digital immortality. And you can see, say, the future of memory is what? Videos and immortality. And you have to remember this for our patients, for those of you that will be going into the medical line, there are some patients that have memory loss, dementia they call it. You can use video of the past, there are videos of when they were young to revive their memory if you replay it back to them. And that's a good thing. You must learn that. Okay? So then you can see also here, it talks about a digital footprint from videos to eternity. So these are ideas that are coming up. As an entrepreneur, you should be able to dive into creating ideas before you turn them to products. And you can see here that when we look at all of this, you can go, say, use AI for organization. You can use AI to organize your videos, your content, and so on. And you'll see how I did that. My own digital immortality. So let's just quickly go in. I'm not going to go into the depth of the immortality, but I want you to see the future of memory, videos, and immortality. The concept of digital immortality through video recording is explored, raising questions about the future of memory and its implications for how we remember and preserve our lives. Okay? This thought-provoking video invites viewers to contemplate the ethical and philosophical aspects of a world where our experiences can be digitally preserved for generations to come. What they are saying here is already done in this class. Every time we've been to class, how many of you remember I always say, if you have a digital device, you can record the video, you can do a voice note. I always say that, right? Come in, class. I always say that. And that's because I believe that this time of digital immortality is coming and is already here. So let's move on. And you can see that the concept, say, beyond memories, we can also archive them. There are ethical issues. You shouldn't have touched it. That's okay.